Girl, the streets are buzzing, and the word is Beyoncé just flipped on her own husband, Jay-Z, to the feds, and it looks like she's officially in self-preservation mode. Rumors about tension between the Carters have been swirling for a while now, with whispers that their marriage has been hanging by a thread. Well, it seems like Bey might finally be done holding it together because according to the latest chatter, she allegedly snitched to the feds. And we already know that's not gonna sit well with Harv. Unsurprisingly, Diddy's name is all over this too. There have long been whispers tying both Beyoncé and Jay-Z to Diddy's infamous antics, though nothing concrete has ever come to light. But with Bey allegedly cooperating with the feds, people are saying this scandal is about to crack wide open, and not in a good way. Now, let's be clear, this is all alleged tea straight from the streets, so don't come for me. But honestly, the timing makes sense. Diddy's trial is just weeks away, and the feds are scrambling to lock down every witness they can. While they've tried to keep the witness list under wraps, bits and pieces have started leaking, including reports that Cassie will be testifying against him. Fans have been trying to figure out who else might take the stand, and that's when rumors about Beyoncé allegedly meeting with the feds started to swirl. Given that her name's been loosely connected to this case since the very start, it's not a huge shock people are convinced she might be involved. Some think Bey's only tied to Diddy through Jay-Z, but that's not exactly true. Back in the day, Beyoncé and Diddy were actually cool on their own terms, before his world started crumbling. And just to paint the picture, remember when Freddie P once revealed in an interview that Diddy made him and some bad boy artist walk 4 hours just to fetch a cheesecake from a specific bakery? All because Beyoncé had a craving for it? That's how tight things apparently were. So with everything blowing up now, it wouldn't be too surprising if some old connections came back to haunt them.
Fun fact, a lot of people don't know, that cheesecake we went and got was for Beyoncé. She was upstairs the whole time. What we was talking about again? Hold on. Yeah, that's a fun fact people don't know. People like, y'all walked, we got a cheesecake. It was for Beyoncé. Yeah, he told us to walk. He didn't tell us to walk back. So we already in the hotel like 3 hours before they got there. When they said they was coming, we went and met him in front of the building. And you know the first thing that nigga said out of his mouth? That nigga said, he said, we got the cheesecake. He was like, I want that shit, take that shit upstairs for Beyoncé. Then he said, they was like, yeah, man, we wanted to tell you, Fred and Dallon, they ain't walk back. You know, trying to be on some snitching shit. He's like, I ain't tell you to walk back.
Stories about Diddy mistreating his artists are nothing new. It's been an open secret in the industry for years. The man's built a reputation for shady deals, ruthless control, and straight-up disrespect toward the very people who helped build his empire. But even with all that, making your artist walk 4 hours to grab a cheesecake? Yeah, you don't pull a stunt like that unless you're trying to impress someone you're on seriously good terms with. And back then, that someone was allegedly Beyoncé. But that little cheesecake incident is just scratching the surface. There have long been whispers about Beyoncé showing up at Diddy's infamous parties, and those rumors didn't just start when Diddy's name started making headlines for all the wrong reasons. Nope. People had been side-eyeing her association with those wild gatherings long before the scandal exploded. To make things even messier, remember when Baby claimed Beyoncé allegedly made a move on him at one of Diddy's parties? Now, he didn't call it a freak-off outright, but the way he described it, let's just say it sounded very freak-off adjacent. It's no wonder the streets are now digging all this back up, connecting old dots, and watching closely to see what surfaces next.
I was at a party at Diddy crib in LA. This was the beginning of 2020. You know what I mean? Diddy had put everybody else out the crib, like the influx of people he had put them out. But he had took a liking to me in particular around the time, man. It was really, you know what I mean, like putting his arm around me. Right. So he had put the majority of the people out, but he allowed me to stay in there. Me and, you know, maybe about 15 others, you know. Right. Jay-Z and Beyoncé being, you know, 2 of the other 15 people in the room. So that'll just put it into perspective of the type of company I was in at the moment, you know. And she came over and introduced herself to me like as if she had to. Beyoncé, cut it out. But I'm a big fan of your work, you know what I'm saying? Whoop the whoop, and that was just dope. That was dope as hell to me, man. That was dope. That was super.
And it doesn't end there, because word on the street is, there were even rumors about Beyoncé being caught on camera at one of Diddy's infamous parties, allegedly doing, let's just say, things that wouldn't exactly line up with her polished public image. You get the idea.
I was just recently contacted by someone who wanted me to essentially represent them in the sale of one of the Diddy tapes. So, which I declined that because...
Wait a minute, say that again. Say that again, back up. You're saying that there's tapes and they're being shopped?
Yes, there have been people already shopping.
We've heard about the tapes, but
Yes.
the shopping thing is
Yes, there already have been tapes leaking around Hollywood, being shopped around to individuals in Hollywood. But one particular person contacted me to shop a particular video they were in possession of, and to contact the person who was in the video to see if they were interested in purchasing the video before it became a public knowledge.
I've heard this before, so like a catch and kill.
Catch and kill, correct.
Wow, and I guess you can't reveal the person who is on
No,
this
I can't
tape.
explain who the person was, but
High profile?
Mr. Combs was in the tape, and this other person is, I would venture to say, more high profile than Mr. Combs.
Really? Really? And you've seen it?
I've seen stills of the video.
Okay.
So
you can verify
that it exists, that it's real, that the other person in the video is very visible. It's no question if it's that person in the video. And I can tell the video was pornographic in nature.
Oh my, all right. So we know that he videotaped a lot of activities at his home, did he? And it sounds like there was probably a lot of hidden cameras as well. Is that what is being talked about?
Yes, this was actually in his Atlanta home, at a home he had in Atlanta at one point. And it does seem that the person isn't like looking into the video, so it's, to me, doesn't seem like that person knows they're being videotaped. It doesn't seem like they're active participant in the videotaping, like they're being surreptitiously recorded it.
Now, there aren't any receipts to back this up, but Jaguar Wright was one of the people who firmly insisted that such a tape existed, and according to her, it didn't exactly paint Beyoncé in the best light. What's wild is that Jaguar made this claim months before all the current drama even surfaced.
Daddy! Oh! Diddy done turned over tapes. Allegedly, with the Carters and some freak out. And the Beyoncé. How on the cocaine? And the tapes had all over. Hold on.
Lil Rod's court filings also claimed that while living and traveling with Diddy, Mr. Jones discovered hidden cameras installed in every room of Diddy's properties. He believes those cameras captured compromising footage of celebrities, music execs, politicians, and athletes alike. That alone explains why so many fans think Beyoncé might be cooperating with the feds to protect herself before any footage involving her surfaces. But the question everyone's asking is, why would she turn on Jay-Z too? Sure, there have been long-running rumors about their marriage being little more than a business arrangement these days, with whispers of it being loveless for years. Still, Jay-Z is the father of her children and half of what made them the industry's ultimate power couple. Why jeopardize that? Well, reports have circulated for a while that Beyoncé's been trying to quietly distance herself and find a way out of the marriage. And what more convenient opportunity than if Jay-Z goes down alongside Diddy, while she plays the role of the blindsided, betrayed wife. The cracks in their relationship became more visible when speculations started swirling about how Jay allegedly forced her into substance use. Jaguar Wright has repeatedly come forward accusing Jay-Z of obsessively controlling Beyoncé's image and life, allegedly manipulating her in ways the public never saw.
Right now, y'all talking about free Britney. Y'all need to be doing a campaign that say free Beyonce. She is a prisoner in a gilded cage.
If Beyonce is in prison, she's in one of the most expensive prisons ever.
Yes, she is. And she's watched 24 hours a day. She's not allowed to make a choice for herself, not at all, not in any way. People think she has an amazing life. She is told what to say, she is told what to eat, she is told what to drink, she is told what to wear.
By whom?
She is not her husband's wife, she is his employee. It's a business arrangement. She was a dowry.
She even went as far as comparing Beyoncé's situation to Britney Spears, urging fans to launch a free Beyoncé movement. In her words, Beyoncé isn't just stuck in a toxic relationship, she's a prisoner in her own marriage, completely trapped and controlled behind the scenes.
And I've known he's a monster for years. I waited a long time to see if he would grow a conscience. And the more he pumps down his wife's throat to keep her in the character.
No, girl.
It's wild enough on its own. But what makes it even crazier is that Jay-Z has openly admitted to mistreating Beyoncé. And we're not just talking about his infidelity. In his track 444, he confesses, "I said don't embarrass me, instead of be mine. That was my proposal for us to go steady. I seen the innocence leave your eyes. "I still mourn its death." He even apologizes to the women he manipulated and acknowledges falling short of his own values. Then, just last year, blogger Storm Monroe dropped bombshell claims suggesting that Beyoncé has quietly been laying the groundwork to finally separate from Jay-Z, and this time, it sounds like she's serious about making it official.
After the powers that be, the PTB, the industry, whatever you want to call them, once they're done with Diddy, right? And this is going to be going on for some time, but once, I guess you can say the public humiliation, basically after the major documentaries come out, right? After they are done with Diddy, Jay-Z is up next to be exposed, right?
Fans started getting suspicious when Beyoncé began launching new ventures left and right. In just the last couple of years, she's rolled out about 3 new businesses and announced 2 world tours. Now, while it's not unusual for her to dive into projects, the non-stop back-to-back moves had people wondering if she was quietly setting herself up for a clean break. Many thought the final straw would come when Jay-Z faced that SA lawsuit, and for a moment, it seemed like it might. But when the case was dropped, Jay-Z quickly declared it a victory, calling the accusations frivolous, fictitious, and appalling, adding that the ordeal had deeply affected his family. Whether Beyoncé will ever truly leave Jay-Z, or even wants to, is still a mystery. But with rumors now swirling that she might be working with the feds as a way to finally distance herself, this story is far from over. And with Diddy's trial looming, you better believe we'll be watching closely to see how it all unfolds. In the meantime, drop your thoughts below and check out the next video because the drama's just getting started.